There is no second best.
Good morning, Crypto Chaos. Good morning, good morning. What do we got today, guys? Oh, wow. $72,000 Bitcoin this morning when waking up. Holy crap. What? What is this? What is this? How's it going, guys? How's it going? Good morning. Bring on the chaos. Bring on the pain. Bring on everything. Bring on everything. I asked you guys right out the gate this morning. Yes, the bears are wrong pertaining to, is the bottom finally in? Looks like 6 votes already had there. Hitting in, yes, the bottom is in. Oh, jeez. Yeah, bull season, bear season, bull season, bear season. We're still looking at possibly the biggest sentiment we have right now in overall crypto we've seen all year. We're going to dive into that here in a second, but holy crap, guys. What did we wake up to? All right, we'll dive into it, of course. We got Chatty C here. How you doing, Chatty C? We haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing great, my friend. Dylan Crum, Zapper, how you guys doing? Braveheart McFreedom, Cliff, G-Dog. How you guys doing this morning? Good morning, good morning. Are we winning? Well, the market's winning. My prediction last night, not so much, not so much. This is the first time in a long time I've been wrong here on the channel. Now we're down to a 98% accuracy as of this morning. Let me get into it. Let's see where we landed. I tell you guys every day, I hope to be wrong, and today was one of those days. We actually landed on our bull case scenario at the very beginning of today's market open. We have it about 7-8 minutes until the opening bell, and Bitcoin is continuing to rip. Looks like we started the rippage around 4 o'clock in the morning after the foreign market bell closed. So it looks like that happened. Let's take a look at the Kospi. I'm sure that had a pretty good day. And as the rest of the world is looking at America moving into more of like a commodities-like boom. Yeah, and of course stocks are going to be appreciative in this sort of environment. So yeah, looking at the almost 6% up on the Kospi again on another positive day, erasing all the losses from the beginning of the week on the Kospi. South Korean market. Yeah, hello, Chaos. Hello, BTCD. Breaking out, says Killing Crumb. Good morning, good morning. Dominance. We're talking about dominance. Let's take a look at dominance real quick. We do have about 5 minutes, so let's get over here and take a look real quick before we run out of time. Bitcoin dominance right now, 59.7. Didn't quite hit the peak from yesterday yet. Well, yesterday we did hit 59.99. Could still happen. Overall market cap, guys, is booming. It is soaring. I looked at the market cap right before getting on the live. It was like $2.4 trillion. 2.44. Look at this craziness. Holy crap, guys! Ethereum has moved like 20% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, ETH. What the fuck is going on? Crazy. So I asked you guys in the chat: is the bottom in on Bitcoin? I'm still not convinced. Is the bottom still in for crypto? Is crypto winter over? Is bear market over? I would say no, bear market is not over, but we may have found the bottom. We may have just bounced off.
There are still issues closer to home.
We're going to see what we got from Doomberg this morning, too. I got a whole bunch of headlines I got to get into, and then we'll break into Bitcoin a little bit more later when we have the time. All right. Let's get into some of the opening interest here on Bloomberg.
Happy Thursday. Stocks log a decline after yesterday. We broke 3 straight days of declines. It's 30 minutes ago until the start of your cash trade. I'm Danny Berger. Bloomberg Open Interest starts right now.
Ready. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Walmart's earnings disappoint, sending a warning signal across the retail sector. The 30-year rally unravels as Best's bid to tame yields faces a skeptical market. And President Trump threatens Iran with economic warfare after failing to reach a deal.
All right, we got tons of that to break down. There's a whole bunch more
on Walmart, but we did still, of course, see tariff refunds in focus. We're also seeing shoppers that were avoiding some of the grocery store section based on
where my tariff refund. consumers are not doing very well, guys.
That we've been talking so much about as of late. So there's a lot of different areas that Walmart's essentially been grappling with. And when we think about this in light of the other retail earnings that we've been getting, it really gives you a great read on the U.S. consumer in this moment.
I say a messy quarter. How much of it, though, was not just the consumer, but particularly a lower end consumer that keeps facing inflationary pressures?
See, that's the thing. So it wasn't essentially a consumer that was hitting the emergency brakes, right? But they're essentially being more selective. They're doing certain trade-offs. They're saying, hey, maybe I'm not going to get this most expensive thing. I'll just get a small thing here and there. So it does show you that consumers are being quite selective and very choosy with where
they're broke. They're broke. They got nothing left in their credit cards. They're all maxed out. They're a buy now, pay later. So they're definitely being picky and choosy. We are finally starting to see Wall Street stop saying the consumer is resilient script. All right. 30-year-old.
There's a lot of discussion about our credibility there. I don't see our credibility at risk. I also hear a lot about should we be making preemptive cuts or hikes rather, and I don't see a lot of evidence that that's an urgent problem to solve. I'm looking at inflation compensation and inflation expectations, and you don't see any worrisome swings in those pieces of data either. So I think policy's in a good place.
For more, we're joined by Bloomberg intelligence rate strategist Ira Jersey. Ira, you and I were having this conversation.
All right, we had a few little takeaways from here. Obviously, $40 trillion is highlighted today, guys. Congratulations, we did it. I miss my kazoo.
The global rate market.
One thing that hasn't changed course of direction, and that is the dollar. It's barely changed this morning, but still slightly weaker. Ira, a conversation also seems to be building that what the Treasury is essentially doing is trying to keep yields in check at the sake of the dollar, and something that could lead to inflationary pressure, commodity super cycle, and kind of lead inflation-driven commodity
what did
cycle.
I hear? What I hear?
Commodity super cycle, and kind of
what?
lead
What was that? What was that?
Could lead to inflationary pressure, commodity super cycle, and kind of
yeah, a little bit, maybe a little bit of that. All right, let's get into where's the Dixie looking at? Let's take a brief look at it. We're probably gonna get back to it here in a second. We have a couple minutes until the opening bell, guys. Almost there. 98.7 on the Dixie. Let's go. Send it to Pound Town. It deserves, of course, to go lower. $40 trillion in U.S. national debt currently sitting out there. We're not going to stop that money printer. All right, still looking, of course, high on the year, but not by much now. Looking at year to date, just a little higher than, of course, we started the year at a 98.3. So a little bit lower, guys, and we're going to start to see a bit of a run on, of course, risk on assets. 6 month now is getting close as well. The 3 month, I think we've already broke it. Yes, we did. Let's go. I love the doom. Death to the dollar. Okay, moving on.
Interest stories, a look at what's making headlines around the world. The U.S. national debt has topped $40 trillion for the first time, more than doubling over the last decade. And the hole is expected to get even deeper, with interest costs now representing the third largest part of the budget. AI is taking center stage at the Fed. July meeting minutes reference AI tech 18 times as officials debated whether the investment boom could fuel inflation, reshape employment, and create financial stability risks. Policymakers also warned that disappointment over AI's productivity promise could hit consumer spending and lenders.
A lot of doom this morning. All right. They're going to be coming out here in a second, guys, so I got to get back to Doomberg. How we doing in the chat? All right. Let me catch up with you guys real quick. Bitcoin sitting at 71,872, coming off a little bit off the highs right now on Bitcoin. Bitcoin history always repeats itself. 2009, was it 4 cents? 128K, 2026, now 68K to 200K soon, says Ricky Ricardo. How you doing, Ricky Ricardo? We haven't seen you in a minute as well, my friend. Hope you're, of course, having a good old time. All right. Yeah, right in the Swift. Says easy this morning. Cliff's got a little bit of something for us here before the opening bell. We're gonna head over there. Oh yes, I love this one. You shared this on my Patreon the other night. Good morning, guys.
Anyone else wake up this morning and kind of
like what? Did it prevent me from playing that? That's weird. Okay. It just kind of threw me out. We got to get back to Doomberg, guys. Holy crap, my computer's like crashing. All right. We got to get back to Doomberg. But Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. Opening bell happening here.
Peaked higher after yesterday's rally, which helped risk assets not doing the same today. This is something you don't see a lot. The same kind of company and same story ringing both bells. Both of them are defense tech IPOs. We have Lintris down at the New York Stock Exchange. They're IPOing. They do more AI defense tech. Down at the NASDAQ, you have First Breach. Again, another defense tech IPO, except not tech, I should say. They're more sort of ammunitions, full metal jackets, those kinds of things that they produce. But again, 2 IPOs in defense tech, and you know, you can guess why. It's a hot sector. The U.S. needs to rebuild munitions.
Everybody's got
Probably a good
AI.
time to be going public. In other stock stories, Walmart shares are falling more than 7% this morning.
Crap.
They reported sales, a rare miss of expectations. Comparable sales rose 2.6% last quarter. That is the slowest in 6 years. I also want to show you what Meta and Microsoft are doing this morning, because sources told Bloomberg that Meta has become one of the biggest customers, or rather, yes, one of the biggest customers of Microsoft in their AI offering. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars a year to access AI models through the Azure cloud services. Both of those stocks slightly weaker, though we are looking at big tech selling off alongside Treasury.
Who we have on this morning?
Bigger
Let's
impacts
go.
there. We are back with State Street Global Chief Investment Officer Lori Heinel. Lori, we were just talking about earnings looking more strong, broad-based. But you have someone like a Walmart talking about a weaker consumer, especially at the lower end, and things like gasoline weighing on them. They have some weird one-offs, things around pharmacy and drug prices. But I wonder what you've gleaned from the consumer this earnings season.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we've been concerned about the consumer for a while. Certainly the employment numbers still are holding in okay. Although we saw a pretty tough print last time. We've seen fracturing, particularly at the lower end of the consumer. You know, the savings are somewhat exhausted, wage growth not keeping pace with inflation. So we think that there is vulnerability, and that's one of the areas that we've been watching closely.
Watching it or avoiding it, too? When does that line?
All right, yeah. Doom for the consumer. Finally, they're breaking the consumer's resilient narrative that's been playing out the entire year. It's all bullshit. All right, looking at ZBAC, just pulling back right now, seeing a pop off to about almost 202, losing that, of course, last week, and a little slight recovery on ZBAC happening right now. I just want to give you guys as skinny as it just happened on ZBAC, pulling back. All right, so let's take a look at $71,000, $500 Bitcoin. I think I'm pretty going to get nothing from this Walmart discussion, of course, in our sector. Anyway, let's get back to Doomberg. CNBC.
Which seems to mount
Kramer
almost
and
every
friends.
day in certain parts of the country.
Kramer's
is
out,
certainly
actually,
a mitigating factor. But I don't think anybody's.
And they're going to have Scott Besson on this morning.
How everybody's going to pay for it might be another key question.
Yep, right there. So we got something to look forward to on CNBC.
I think the 2 issues you just mentioned, one is that rates have gone up, so maybe people can't build as much as they want. And the other, when you get with anyone in this industry, David, they just, it's another governor every day. Another governor says no. And it's really interesting. The president said, listen, I want a data center in my backyard, which is, I get that. But all
right.
I think that
we're just kind of having babble until Scott Besson comes on now. I'm going to have this on in the background, so we're going to keep an eye on that over there for you as well. All right, so we got stuff developing this morning. Let's take a look at some of the headlines we have here on CNBC before we do get back to it. Treasury yields rebound, wiping out the decline following Besson's intervention. Again, he's going to be on Spockbox in a bit. I don't know. That might be later. I don't know. We'll have to look at the time frame on that. Okay. Dow futures dropped 300 points on Treasury yields. Walmart hikes full year outlook, says it will use huge tariff refund to keep prices low. This is what Walmart's talking about. Keeping the prices a little bit stable going into the rest of the year. Trump threatens the economic D-Day to Iran as the Dow opens 400 points lower. Okay, we can dive into this one real quick. Trump said the U.S. will launch what he calls most crushing economic operation ever taken against any country, and give that, of course, to Iran. Economic hell unleashed. Trump also threatened severe financial penalties for any nation that helps Tehran evade sanctions. The announcement also extends a pressure campaign to the Trump administration has waged since April under the banner Operation Economic Fury. Again, that's coming from Epic Fury, so it's Epic Economic theory at this point where we're in at the war. Oh man, the war's been going on for about a year now, guys. This is nuts. Nuts. Call buying bonanza around Trump's hyperliquid comments. Yeah, includes some eyebrow raising. It's kind of funny. Bitcoin sitting at 72K, touching 72K this morning. Not a single mention in any of the headlines or on Doomberg this morning when it comes to crypto. But we are still talking about, yeah, that comment he made on hyperliquid coming, or being allowed to participate in America soon. Merck is buying a strong cancer drug, and we're still talking about, of course, the Moderna companies and everything else. Merck, Bitcoin. There we go. Bitcoin, Ether surge as Trump urges Congress to pass the Crypto Clarity Act. That was 3 hours ago. Of course, front and center here on CNBC. Probably more front and center at 8 o'clock in the morning than it is at 9:30. Market sentiment in cryptocurrencies was supported by Trump's plans to buy sizable amounts of Bitcoin as he affirmed the support for the industry. Investors should now be positioning for a move to $100,000 by year end. And that was what we heard from Jeffrey Kendrick, of course, from Standard Charter. We covered that last night and yesterday morning. Again, back in the target hairs is 100K by the end of this year. That would be insane. Insane. Cryptocurrency has range bound between 62,000 and 66,000 in the past 6 weeks, and I'm still not convinced that we are out of the bear just yet. And it looks like you guys are, though, in the chat, just barely, though. 57% of you guys say yes, the bears, the 47K bears are wrong with that poll. Guys, please don't forget to hit that poll. All right, let me catch up with you guys in the chat real quick. Kramer is still out there talking, and we're still waiting for Besson to possibly come on during my live. So we'll see if that happens. They're talking about they're going to be meeting up with the Micron CEO on live as well. It's on CNBC. All right, let's see what else we have in the chat. Yeah, you guys woke up this morning and you saw this. Let's see if I can go to it and actually show it this time. This morning, Bitcoin sitting at $71,166. Felt like this morning.
Hey, anyone else wake up this morning and kind of like go like, what the fuck? I mean, like, what in the fucking fuck?
Yes.
Is fucking going on? I mean, fuck.
Helmo, live and well, embracing the chaos this morning. Let's see. Dylan Crump says ETH about to hit a new leg up. We already went up 20%. Well, how much more do you want to go? Oh my God, it's crazy, guys. We haven't seen this price on ETH since April. Huge. And look at that bull flag. Nice. We are now in greed, says Braveheart. Yes, since yesterday we hit greed, and a big greed. Let's go into overall sentiment. Some are still waiting for, of course, the roundup in the news over here with Kramer and friends. All right. Let's get back into the sentiment. Oh man, coins are just popping off, man. My alarms are going. Let's see what this one is now. Bitcoin. That's just for Bitcoin. Holy crap. Up $10,000 now in the last 24 hours, I guess. That's what it's saying, something like that. 9,000 something. All right. Let's get into overall sentiment. Let's get out the gate here. Take a look at the weather for Bitcoin today as well. See how that's looking. It's still looking short-term bullish, man. There's hardly anything holding us back from the bears. Let's take a look at what we're actually dealing with today. Overall volume still up there, $24 billion. God damn, guys, this is the highest we've seen in a long time, since April, probably since April now. Again, we just saw $22 billion last night. We haven't seen that since we had 1 or 2 days of that. It was during my move. I think it was the end of July, the beginning, the middle of July. I think the middle of July. We had a couple days of 20 billion, but this was consistent in April, and we had, of course, a bit more higher, getting closer to 30 billion or more in overall volume, possibly coming for Bitcoin if this continues. We continue to wipe out any level that the bears are trying to impede with Bitcoin's price action. So we did just wipe out 72,000. That was fresh from this morning. Already gone. Already gone. Bears coming back in full force now. They're trying to hold us back at around 73K. Looks like 72,800 is the next level. And again, guys, it looks pretty good on the short term, right? Still short term, higher lows, or of course, also including more of these higher ranges, moving things up on every level on Bitcoin. So still a battleground right now, 71,000 and between 71 and 73K. There's about $2,000 gap in terms of the overall parallel channel we are stuck in this morning, with the height of the very, very strong heat map right now and those levels. All right, so Bitcoin rippage continues. Looking at the weekly here, this is still pretty fresh, pretty new. It's kind of hard to unpack this, but you can see all the gaps being filled here, just under 70K. We're about down to about 69.3, I think, 69 flat. It's probably 69.3 or 69.6. It's probably 693. That's gonna be, of course, our major battleground if we do lose any of the 70Ks, which I'm sure we will here in the next few days, or of course coming weeks. So again, we're up here higher, but maybe not for longer. We still have to defend this, right? We have to come back down. We have to capitulate. This is a lot of move to happen all at once. It's just a short time frame. And really, we don't have anything really to to celebrate other than what Scott Besson's mentioned and the Trump administration's mentioned, and of course the crypto bros at the White House yesterday. And today we're gonna have another meeting, so buy the rumor, sell the news could still continue. Again, it's still too early to tell. On the monthly, we've destroyed everything the bears had, and we continue to build the golden pocket. Look how strong the golden pocket is now at 62K. Again, we've been here before, right? So don't get too comfy. We have fallen many times this year and created a similar pattern. Higher lows, and then of course we lose it and then show a new lower high. So again, don't get too comfy here, but this could be the final bottom. This will be the third time we've had a pushback. Maybe the third time's the charm. 3 strikes you're out. You know, all of course the analogies, of course, on this one. All right, that's Ethereum. I'm sure Bitcoin's just looks the same exact chart. Yes sir, 3 times. Let's see if we can hold this. And again, we're much lower than the last 2 times we fell, and this could be the final bottom. Usually we break back about halfway, and we're almost back to the exact spot we were from the last sell-off. So a little bit higher, we could probably break out. We got to get back above like 75, 76, maybe 80K, and then we'll be talking more about the end of the bear market, or the end, of course, of the crypto winter. Which, guys, we're almost done with the year. We're already 8 months, 20 days in. So yeah, we're getting close to, of course, the third quarter, and that's going to bring in better prices, I'm sure, for a lot of assets heading out of the year. All right. So yeah, it doesn't look like Scott Besson's going to be on until much later. They stopped even showing that little tease there. So we might probably just gonna move on. Let's continue with the sentiment, guys. Oh yeah, before I head out from this particular topic, Bitcoin on the weather. What do we got today? Well, I still think it's cloudy. Maybe some more sunshine for the short term. Long term, maybe showers or thunderstorms by Friday. Again, it's Thursday, guys. Happy Thursday to you. Of course, in the chat, happy Thursday, guys. Let me catch back up with you guys for a minute here. Let's get back in. What else we have this morning? Right in the Swift coin, yeah. Ricky Ricardo, Bitcoin history always repeats itself. Yes, sir. Bitcoin's bullish. 40 trillion shit debt, yeah. Not so much. Bullish on that. Yes, of course. Bitcoin this morning. Brave is rapid devaluation of the fiat forces. The price of all commodities up relative to the US dollar. Yen. Fill in the fiat. Shit. Blank. All right. Canadian bacon is a eggplant. You guys know what that means. What's up, peeps? How's it going? Brandon White in the house. How's it going? Good morning. Get that coffee, man. It's another day of chaos. SpaceX unlocks today. Does it cause a crypto pullback? Ooh, really? Another unlock for SpaceX? What do we got? Let's take a look. SpaceX. They're still doing okay. Hanging out there roughly right around where the whole thing started, 135, where the early investors were, of course, piling in on average. And then, yeah, they were, of course, allowed to sell back here. That was on the 3rd. Today, I don't know if there's any unlocks today. It might be some more. I don't know. You have to let me know in the chat. Woke up in the tied a noose. This is Crypto Quint. What the hell? Brandon White says, so Grayscale has unloaded all their HBAR, Cardano, and Polkadot. Damn. What is the reason for them withdrawing their spot ETFs? Grayscale, I think they're just focusing on their Bitcoin ETF. They had too many eggs, and they're just trying to keep them all now in one basket, I think. I think that's all that's about, honestly. We talked about that a few weeks ago. Brad Garlinghouse didn't have a lot to say, did he? This is Brandon. No, but what's funny is that Cliff pointed out it was 589 days since the last time he was at the White House. So, coincidence? 589 confirmed for XRP.
Stupid?
No. Easy said, you think Section 8 has fair value gaps? Of course, talking about crypto futures housing. Yeah, that's where he lives. He lives in Section 8 housing. Canadian bacon is way overrated, says Magman. How you doing, Magman? The chat, how you doing today, my friend? We haven't seen you in a minute as well. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, we got to catch up with you on the Patreon. Hopefully you are safe and sound still in this market, my friend. All right. Also, curious about the magnesium. How is that doing right now? I haven't seen that at all. Also, okay, let's get into what's going on with the sentiment, guys. We got to break into that again. If you didn't see the weather, guys, this morning are calling for cloudy with a chance of sunshine coming into today, this afternoon. Possibly still showers and thunderstorms into the end of the week. Maybe starting Friday. Maybe the close. Maybe it'll happen at the open. I don't know. We'll see what the Kospi does tonight at the last trading session as well. All right, let's continue, guys. We got to get into sentiment. How are we doing? U.S. national debt sitting at that beautiful $40 trillion this morning. Second day in a row now on the U.S. debt clock, as the Treasury is now going to add another $4 billion a month to its balance sheet. I think it takes it from an average of $6 to $8 billion a day to possibly, I mean, it's not going to bump that up that much, really. Maybe $6.5 billion or something like that on average, instead of like $6 billion to $8 billion. Maybe 8. Maybe it's going to be 8.25. I don't know. We'll take a look, but it's going to continue to grow, of course, exponentially from here. We're not going to slow this train down. So, of course, neither shall Bitcoin. Neither shall Bitcoin. Let's get into sentiment. Crypto, and of course fear and greed for the stock market. Stock market's still a little low. We started off the week at 68, the highest we've seen in greed probably pretty much since like March, I think, for the traditional markets. And then crypto fear and greed is still exploding. Let's take a look. 62 now in greed, guys. Are you feeling it? Are you bullish? Are you bullish enough yet? This is crazy.
You get tired of winning.
Oh my gosh, we're about ready to start winning, guys. 62 on greed. I just don't believe it. Pinch me. Is it real? I still am not convinced. I'm still not convinced. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with the Dixie. 98.7, still on the Dixie. Sounds like a radio station. 98.7. The bear in the bear market. Yeah, so it's great, of course, to see the Dixie slipping. We got to continue this, hopefully to see 98 break, maybe by the end of the year. Maybe we'll see 96, maybe by the end of the year. That'd be great. Going into next year, that would be great for commodities and risk on assets. All right, let's take a look at bubbles. Of course, my favorite to show you guys every single day in the morning. Wow. In a sea of green, there's only one coin that is down on a single day. BTW down 42%, as no one really seems to care about this coin. It had a ton of upside already since launch. It looks like 455% still holding majority of its gains from the last month. So that's pretty much a nothing burger there for BTW. For anyone that got in on that. On the weekly, what's down on here on the week? We're looking for anything close to 15%. We got stable. That's it. Stable's down to about 15%, 14.8. The only thing oversold right now in the top 100. Looking at the top 100 here on the monthly as well. We're looking at CCC, Chinese Communist Party. The Canton Network. Yes, the Canton Network down. It's about 17%. So still not enough pain there for even Canton, and they're going through a big thing right now. Stable is down 24% on the monthly. Not a single asset is oversold on the monthly anymore, guys. Again, I've been saying that now for weeks, months, the whole freaking year for the most part. It feels like the bottom is in on crypto. Let's take a look at the monthly. Here on the day, what do we got? Any big movers on the day? Humanity. Oh, the Humanity again. This continuing, of course, the trend this week. Nothing is down except for Humanity this morning. 14.6%. Continuing to sell off on Humanity. Still up 159% on the year, though. So all the assets that are falling here recently are assets that just have things to give back to the markets. Some of those coins are of course, bleeding down a little bit because they want to reinvest in other assets that now are pumping off. So it doesn't seem like anything is really here in terms of pain when you look at the grand scheme of things. Looking at the top 200 on the weekly, not a single asset's oversold. Again, the humanity still holding some of those gains. Cash Cat's a meme coin, so it doesn't really fucking matter. And we got Genius down 12%. We haven't even talked about that coin in a long time. That's pretty much erased all of its gains now. Yep, that's all gone. Jasmine's down another 8% here on the week. Coming back up, though, with the rest of the market. Not too bad, not too bad. Current price action is 2037. Still insanely low. That's lower than the bear market last cycle, right? And that's another reason why I sold my bag. I just didn't want to hold that damn thing anymore. Okay, let's see what else I got. On the monthly, build on 34%. The only thing oversold with data. Again, both those have room to give. Maybe not build on. I don't know about that meme coin. There's really no pain here, guys. Not enough. Data, of course, just ripped like 1,000%, still holding, right? So that's a nothing burger. Kaya, that's down still considerably, but not quite, of course, oversold. There's just no pain, guys. There's not enough pain. We never got a chance to back up the truck. This might have been the final bottom. I'm just not convinced yet. But you guys are in the chat. 67% of you guys say that yes, the 47 Care Bears are wrong, and the final bottom is in. Maybe not the final bottom, but you guys are calling for the bottom being in today. All right. So bullishness definitely oversweeping the market sentiment as well. All right, guys. Again, not financial advice. That's my 2 sats, and yeah, feels like it's just another day in crypto.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, let's get back over to Kramer and Friends. See if they got Scott Besson out. Again, Bitcoin was mentioned this morning on CNBC, but not really headlining. Or there we go. We got Scott Besson. 11 o'clock. Damn. Damn.
What are you, stupid?
We're not gonna be able to hit him. That sucks. We're just gonna miss him. All right, we gotta get to it, guys. We gotta get to it. But yeah, he's probably gonna say the same crap anyway. He's just gonna try to hold up the markets, the bond market specifically. All right, anything else happening here? Doomberg? How about Doomberg?
And before that, they closed at their highest level since 2007. So we're still quite elevated here, but that's weighing on risk sentiment as a whole. As is this Brent crude not helping things out. It's up by 2%. As the president says that he
93 on Brent.
wage economic warfare against Iran to try to bring them in. Meta, Microsoft, we learned that Meta is one of Microsoft's biggest customers when it comes to their AI offering. Again, what is Meta doing in-house that they're now needing to move to Microsoft? Alibaba reports earnings. It's kind of the same story we've heard from the U.S. big tech players. Underwhelming is what analysts said about it, and they're spending a lot on CapEx, so that gets markets nervous. Cody, they are the beauty conglomerate. Poor set of earnings from them. Shares fall 6.6%. They own Hailey Bieber's brand. Look, it's a really crowded market for celebrity beauty. I think there's too many out there. Finally, Walmart. That is also a disappointment. Their weakest growth in about 6 months, and then 6 years rather, in Deere. Those are perking up nearly 4%. They raised the lower end of their annual profit outlook. There's a stabilizing agricultural sector, and that's pointing to a rebound next year for farm machinery. Joining us for more is Bloomberg intelligence analyst Chris Ciolino. Chris, it's been a difficult time for agriculture. What did we see in Deere's results that look so optimistic?
Yeah, it was a solid quarter.
All right, we're just talking about John Deere tractors. Okay, we're going to get into crypto news now, guys. It's about that time. We usually do this right around 10 a.m., and we're almost there.
And as you
we got to leave a little bit of fluff and room so we can, of course, look at Bitcoin as it either pumps or dumps at 10 a.m. All right, let's get back over here and take a look and see what's going on. Let's start with Cointelegraph this morning. Cybersecurity firm unveils a crypto phishing campaign targeting 885,000 phone numbers. Damn. Again, we just got a new fresh list of phone numbers from Trezor. Not a good time. All right, for that company. Hype jumps 20% as Trump signals legal U.S. path for Hyperliquid. Not only Hype jumped 20%, Ethereum, the second largest coin, jumped 20%. Now we're sitting at price we haven't seen since April on ETH. That's crazy. My ETH bags are happy today. All right, let's take a look. Rush Clarity Act vote could set legislation back. Gallagher warns. Bitcoin.com integrates a UAE registered US dollar stablecoin into self-custody. Trump pushes for Clarity Act passage. Most of these are just from last night, right? Last night. We already covered all this stuff anyway. Let's jump over to CoinDesk. Anything else breaking over here yet? It's still a little fresh this morning. Not even 10 a.m. yet. Elon Musk X is exploring stablecoins to pay for influencers and content providers. That's good, at least. We are finally going to get on the crypto rails for payments here with content creators. I would love for YouTube to do a similar thing. I've been saying for years I always wanted them to go to Zbex payment model. Pay us by the minute, pay us by the hour here on YouTube. None of this bullshit. Only get paid once a month and it's got to be on the 20th. I'm like, what the hell? And you have to have a certain amount before the 20th or you don't get paid. Yeah. YouTube is a freaking... Anyway, XRP jumps 11%. Can bulls turn $1.10 into a start of a bigger breakout? And of course, that's where we are with XRP this morning. $1.20 now, actually. Holy crap, the rippage is real with this one. 22% following, of course, XRP with those gains in the last 24 hours. Let's see. Bitcoin smashes through 71,000. Can the how high can the breakout continue to run? I showed you guys 73K is kind of where the bears are setting up shop. Pi Network tops 9 cents. Oh God, kill it with fire. Why are we still talking about this? Why are we still bringing up Picoin? Ripple, not XRP. New SEC filings reveal 275 million funds private stock position. If you want to own the company and not the silly coin. Why crypto market is up today? Obviously, we talked about that last night. We don't need to get into it again, do we? Well, maybe you guys have been sleeping under a rock. We'll get into a little bit of that. Just quickly recapping, if you guys are, of course, new to figuring out what's happened in crypto in the last 48 hours. Bitcoin rallies triggers to $1.2 billion short liquidations. It's actually as high as almost $2 billion now. The U.S. Treasury boosts bond buybacks. Another major factor behind the move, the U.S. Treasury's decision to increase its planned purchases of long-term government debt. The Treasury plans to raise money buybacks from $2 billion to at least $4 billion now additionally per month. The purchases are now designed to improve liquidity in the U.S. government bonds with maturities of 10 to 30 years. All right, Trump signals continued support for crypto during the CFTC and SEC meeting yesterday. They're going to continue that meeting today. It's going to start at 1:30, I think, 1:30, and continue into about 5 p.m. The same sort of time frame we had yesterday. I think it's going to happen. All right, Hyperliquid also mentioned during that meeting, and of course continues to add strength to altcoin sector. Hyperliquid injective add to altcoin strength, and what comes next for crypto prices is possibly 100K by the end of the year. That's what Standard Charter's talking about, etc. All these, of course, big banks came out at the beginning of the year, said we're going to be at 200K, and now they're going back into their bullish sentiment into crypto. And the guys, I cannot believe the fear and greed on crypto right now. It's just unreal. Sitting at greed, coming from extreme fear to greed within like a 48-hour period. It's insane. 48 hours, about 48 hours, all right, 2.4 trillion still holding on the markets. 2.43, it's nuts. Let's backtrack a little bit and see. Last time we were here, guys, we were on the way down in June. So we haven't really gotten too crazy yet. It looks like we're almost we're about the beginning of April's prices on some of these assets, right? Some of them haven't come back to those prices. Like XRP obviously is still really, really low compared to where it was figuratively back in April, right? Back in April, we had XRP still up here, right? Like $1.40, $1.20. So some coins still have not come back close to those prices yet, but obviously Bitcoin is there now. All right, so is Ethereum, man. Ethereum's really outperformed. It really has right out the gate. All right, let's get back in the chat, guys. Catch up with you guys, and then we got to get into, of course, more crypto news and sentiment with TradFi. Brandon White says, I've got plenty of ham in the yard for everybody. If you want some Canadian bacon, he's got it. MG is golden. Magman says, Mag is doing well. Ham is is gross. Give me bacon. Just make sure it's not Canadian bacon. Braveheart in the chat. Brandon White says, that can be arranged, Braveheart, for a nominal fee. Magman says, the wall of worry is part of the process. Yes. And Bitcoin and crypto assets always teach you two things, guys. Two things in the long term: patience and pain. Once you survive multiple cycles in crypto, nothing will ever phase you ever again. Please hit the likes, guys and gals. Only 9 likes for the 26 viewers. Don't forget to get the likes, and guys, hit the buttons down below. Let's get it. Thank you so much for reminding me, guys. Thank you. Crypto Quinn says, oh, man, F this shit. We can liquidate the longs now. I'm ready for the Black Swan. Let's go. Crypto Quinn wants some more Doom. I'm right there with you, mate. I'm right there with you. I want some more Doom, too. Byco getting active. Ooh, really? We haven't talked about Byco. I think it's been a month. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Byconomy token. Byco. That was it's a funny story. This coin we just randomly found one night. Ran up. Holy crapola, dude. Wow. That is just testing some of the the range highs for the lows. But that could come out and get squeezed pretty quick too. These smaller coins didn't do as well as the big boys on the big breakouts, guys. Not quite yet. Again, if you're looking at the run leading into an actual real rally, it's always going to be the big guys first, and then of course they'll come back down to consolidate, and then the small coins will run. So don't get too comfortable, like I mentioned. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too excited yet, because everything could be, of course, giveth and of course taketh away. So yeah, the smaller coins really haven't appreciated as much as most of the big boys just yet out the gate. Meme coins haven't done well either. You know when we're really rallying is when meme coins are really popping off. But honestly, a lot of focus has been taken away from that. I'm down $30 on my meme bag this morning. Oh no. Jeez. Okay, let's get back to it, guys. We got to get back to Doomberg. I think I caught up with you guys. In Bitcoin we trust. Ricky Ricardo. Yes. All I know is pains is Crypto Quinn. And yes, I have another appointment today, guys. So that means that Cliff is right. It could be another green candle coming soon for this asset class. Oh boy, yeah. Yesterday was, of course, epic with the appointment simulation, of course, playing out as per usual. I have an appointment again today, guys, at 12. So probably gonna have another rippage this afternoon, probably. All right, let's get back to Doomberg. And we got to get back into crypto news.
And are going up. 2, it fuels inflation. And 3.
Oh, yeah, we have 3 minutes. Well, it's the NBC. Scott Bessen's not coming out till 11 o'clock now. Leading economic indicators. ICE US dollar index, of course. All right. Let's get into more crypto news. We haven't gone to my favorite one yet. Did we? I think we did a little bit. Yeah, we already went through some of this. 3 reasons why Bitcoin surged past 69K within hours. And we already talked about all that. The narratives, of course, have changed a bit. South Korea confirms crypto in private wallets and overseas exchanges is taxable. So it's, I guess, not great for crypto investors in South Korea. Yeah, that's scary. So I guess that's only for overseas exchanges if you're holding assets that are just sitting in other, because they made a big push at the beginning of the year that South Korea was going to have crypto related to a national asset, so that had to stay within the nation of your holdings, because they're going to tax you if they're outside of the country. I think that's the idea there. What does Chainlink Price Oracle actually do? I'm talking about Chainlink. Yeah, we're talking about settlement for a lot of the other popular blockchains. Bringing them all together. Okay, yada yada. Bitcoin reclaims 69K as U.S. Treasury doubles bond buybacks. Is 76K next? Well, yeah, if we can get back above 73K, 76 is the next stop. Ethereum surges 18%. Again, I showed you guys this morning, 20% move on ETH in the last 24 hours. Insane for the second largest crypto. Shiba Inu's up 12% as $3 billion short squeeze fuels crypto market rally. So again, most on average, it's about 10 to 12% move yesterday. So that's pretty much a nothing article right there. In terms of when you come to your looking through Hopium and FUD, this is pretty much all Hopium this morning. Ethereum rally. We got a response from Tom Lee. 20% Ethereum rally boosts Bitmain's BitMMR by $2.2 billion. Tom Lee backs Ethereum as a vital layer for AI. U.S. corporation Bitmain Immersion Technologies increased its value of the crypto reserves by $2.2 billion in a single day. Major Ethereum rally that pushed the altcoin above $2,200. Now currently sitting at $2,278. crypto quants analyst Martun. The company emerged as the main institutional beneficiary of the current market momentum. According to BitMine's latest operation report, its balance sheet now holds 5.8 million Ethereum. Again, almost getting close to their target, which was 5% of the, of course, total supply. At the beginning of the week, this portfolio is now valued at $11 billion. But following 20% price increase, its value reached $13.2 billion. All right. Anything? Here we go. Tom Lee, little snippet here. Quote from Tom Lee: "Crypto is more relevant today given the rapidly increasing capabilities of AI and robotics. We agree that BlackRock's take and see a growing use cases. In our view, Ethereum will be the most important L1." Tom Lee explains. All right. Moving on. $40 trillion. $40 trillion. I love that number. So much doom. All right. Let's see. Lit is up 28%. We're still going into about 30 minutes ago. Tom Lee mentioned, again, another headline. Chainlink prediction points to $14.50 as cup and handle breakout confirms. A lot of hopium coming out today. Ethereum jumps 18%. Yeah, it's up 20 now. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse: "Crypto is no longer a fringe industry." I agree with you, Brad. I agree with you. Not many things I agree with you on, but that one I do. I agree. Okay. Trump's hyperliquid push sends a hype above $71 as a new all-time high now in sight. Again, guys, it's all hopium this morning. Holy crap. Even Tron. No one talks about Tron.
What are you, stupid?
It's number 8 in market cap, and no one ever talks about it. All right. Let's see. Anonymous Whale sells another 2,000 Bitcoin on rebound, unloading 136 million. I think it looks like that another person's not convinced, or it's another OG just trying to, of course, enjoy his life in the future. Crypto executives meet with the security Lutnick ahead of Trump's talks on Clarity Act. Again, we have another meeting today with the CFTC. It starts at around 1 o'clock. All right. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Let's get back over to TradFi. And we're going to get, of course,
kick this whole thing off with Alexis Christophers and a
the doom scrolling. Let me get back over here and see who they have in the lineup here. Bloomberg. It's all Bloomberg analysts. I really don't care. CNBC, we're going to ignore Bloomberg for the rest of the day, basically. Want to see that. All right, Bitcoin. We're actually talking about Bitcoin here on CNBC.
The big stock story of the day is Walmart, though, tumbling despite a beat and raised quarter.
And we missed it.
We talked about gold yesterday, up more than $100, and
there
Bitcoin too, I guess.
Ooh, $100 on gold.
Today, up 15 yesterday, up 8 today.
I mean, we'll watch all of that. Stocks are under a little pressure here, but
okay, which is broken. Okay,
have been resilient to all of this bond market talk. The big stock story of the day is Walmart.
Not
though,
really a mention at all on Bitcoin. It was basically look at gold's up $100. Oh, and Bitcoin. Not even mentioning a number, price increase, or anything. It's up 12% yesterday. What the hell are we talking about? All right, so looking at gold right now. Not really doing much of anything here on the daily. It was up about a 1.3%, and they had a mention on gold. Didn't even really mention anything more on Bitcoin. CNBC just trying to keep everything tight-lipped, as of course it's running away from retail investors. Still not convinced though. This is done, as we are still hitting some of the highs from the recent pullbacks, right? Recent pullbacks. I showed you guys last night, just trying to give myself a little bit of realistic outlook on where we're going to possibly be going in the future. We really got to break higher. We got to get back above like 75, 78,000, 82K, right? 82K. We confirm a little bit more of a rally. If we get back to 82K, a cup and handle out of there, then we are off to the races again. And this is just going to, of course, produce the outcome we predicted back in April, May, June, right? So still waiting for that to play out. Hopefully soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
Hopefully. All right. Let's see. Let's get back into, how about doom scrolling? I think it's time to get into some doom scrolling. It's a little early. We're gonna hang out a little bit more in the TradFi news. Let me catch up with you guys in the chat. What do we got going on, guys? What do we got going on? In Bitcoin we trust. Yes, Ricardo. Everyone to start flaming Swiftcoin on X. Yeah, what's going on with Swiftcoin? It's like, how many mentions of that now in the last like 2 or 3 days? I haven't even looked at the chart. Swiftcoin's an oldie. I took part in that particular project because of another community last year, and I regret doing it. Like a lot of things I regret last year with a particular community. That's another one of those. Let's take a look at Swiftcoin. You guys keep bringing it up. Is it another dead project? That'd be my guess. Not looking at it. Ooh, all-time lows. No, all-time lows. No, not quite there. The real question is who's still using this damn thing, right? Who's still using this damn thing? Because the it's just another swap, right? And how many more swaps do we need? Has it done anything to reinvent itself? That sort of thing. It's just kind of a bear market low right now. We can do an overall health check on Swiftcoin just to kind of see where you guys are at with it. You guys mentioned it so many times in the chat. Okay, Swiftcoin. Quick little health check on Swiftcoin. $21 million. Pretty small now in terms of microcap. 600. Top 600. It's in the top 600. Looking at overall coins, 10 billion supply. I think it's all circulating too. So this coin has already done the whole shakeout, right? Dilution. It's already there. It's already done. You can see, of course, the price appreciation non-existent as all the coins have now been dumped into circulation. Looks the majority of that happened. It looks like last 2 years, right? In the last 2 years. So pretty much bleeding out in terms of price action because the coins are all now in circulation. Exchanges. Still got a plethora of exchanges, right? Still got Coinbase. Still got MEXC. Still got KuCoin. We don't have Kraken. We don't have Binance. We don't have a bunch of other ones. There's Uniswap still, though. I guess it's still got the biggest DEX and the biggest American exchange still on this project. I'd be a little worried if it gets a delisting in one of the bigger ones that has left, right? I'd be worried if it has if MEXC drops it. I'd be worried if KuCoin or maybe Coinbase drops it. Not a big fan of this project. I am not holding a single coin of that project. Yeah, I think you guys should always, of course, check your bias, right? Check your bias. Why am I holding this coin? What is it doing? What has it done? And yeah, move on from there. Maybe you're buying just because you want a breakout, right? A realistic target for this coin, I could do that on the live for you guys as well. We do most of these though on my Patreon. So if you guys want to, of course, figure out realistic price targets for the future of your assets, come hang out with me on the Patreon. It's only $15 a month. Of course, ask your questions over there. We'll take a look at any coin you have, of course, a question about. And we'll break it down like I'm doing here tonight and more. All right, so yeah, let's take a look. So we got Swiftcoin. Let's take a look and see what we have realistically coming for Swiftcoin. We're just going to take a look back in the previous all-time highs in market cap. This is nuts, really. 2025 out the gate, so a 200. It's not even that crazy. That's nothing. A $200 million market cap. Meme coins do better than that, right? $227 million market was the top, right? So we want a realistic outcome. Again, over time, as all the coins have now been, of course, diluted into the system, it's going to be, of course, it's going to be worth less the next time it hits that an all-time high in overall market cap. If, again, provided it can survive that long in relevancy. All right, so we're looking at all the coins are now in circulation. Don't have to worry about that. That's at least crossed off there. That's a good check mark usually, right? It is an oldie coin. A dinosaur. Let's take a look at the market cap. So we're looking at least $225 million. If we do see a return to that market cap, price is then going to be 2 cents 25. Just lost my butt. Okay. What was the previous all-time high?
Quarter as the retail giant.
Previous all-time high is never going to happen again. I'll tell you that. That was at launch 7 cents. 7 cents. At the last time it hit the $225 million market cap, it was 3 cents 7. And you can see now, the next time it hits the same high in market cap, it's going to only be worth 2 cents 25. What's it going to take now in terms of market cap to hit 3 cents 7? My guess is probably about $400 million, which is unrealistic. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's going to be actually $370 million, right? So I don't think it's that impossible as long as the coin is still relevant. And that I can't tell you. I don't know. I haven't heard no one talk about Swiftcoin. I never seen any headlines on it ever. It's not something I'm going to hold realistically for any sort of But if you somehow got attention and got to $1 billion market cap, which is gonna get harder for all these smaller coins to compete with all the other new coins, all the big coins, choosing the winners in the next cycle. Swiftcoin as a swap relevant now that we have so many swaps. I mean, we just talked about FOMO. The FOMO app, the brand new swap came out last year. You can just go to FOMO and get like everything on almost every blockchain. It has like a mixed aggregator. It's freaking insane. But anyway, who's using Swiftcoin? Someone in some other country. I don't know. But if they got to $1 billion market cap, you're looking at possibly 10 cents. And that's really asking, right? A lot of coins don't really get there. Again, obviously, this has never ever happened for Swiftcoin in market cap. I'm at the launch. Looks like at the launch they had, was the market cap around launch? No, yeah, never mind. It was non-existent. The only time it ever got a surge in market cap was at 225. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm not very bullish on this project. I don't know how it's going to be relevant in the future. If you have any news on that, change my mind. Feel free to do so. We always have an open forum on my channel. All right. You can talk bad about whatever you want and talk good about whatever you want. I don't care. I really don't care. Just keep it real. Talk it like it is. All right, let's get back in the chat. Oh, all I know is paid. Yes, Bitcoin at 69K for the weekly close. Please don't say that number. I'm traumatized at that number. We got away from it. I hope we stay above it. If we do fall underneath it, hopefully it's in quick succession. I don't have the 69K no more. Swiftcoin to $1 says easy. Yeah. Ridiculous. And there's people over there. I just want to make sure you guys see things so you're not blind to the future. Speaking of Swiftcoin, and we were just mentioning about Swiftcoin, let me bring it back up. I just want to put this in full perspective for you, right? You have these moon boys out there. They're going to tell you that coins are going to go to a certain price point, right? Without doing any research, without having any clue what the hell the market cap's going to look like in the future, without any sort of perspective. And a particular moon boy was calling for 10 cents on 8 to 10 cents on Swiftcoin, which right now, again, it's different than 2025. And I just showed you a 10-cent Swiftcoin would be about $1 billion, right? Oops. It was about $1 billion. Am I convinced that Swiftcoin is going to get to $1 billion? No. Maybe you want to, of course, set your exit a little lower than that, realistically, right? Realistically. All right, just putting things in perspective. You guys didn't see me talk about that on my Patreon. Some of the moon boy math doesn't math. Okay, let's get back to it, guys. Let's take a look at CNBC. What else is in the headlines here? Easy. Sorry to crush your dreams.
The share gains. I think that's
not going to happen. $1 in terms of market cap. Before I move on, I got to get that out the gate too. $1 for Swiftcoin. What's it gonna require? I love doing this, guys. So much breaking your heart. I know. I'm sorry. It's just got to be real, man. $10 billion is what you're asking for to capture on Swift's market cap. I don't see it happening.
That
there's better projects to have money and
to invest in price. I think importantly for Walmart, some of the share gains that we've achieved over the last several years. One, they're coming from a broader.
All right, we're talking about Walmart still on CNBC. On looks like headlines. Anything changing here? We got to get into doom scrolling here on X. Confirm, of course. There's nothing else breaking today. If you guys haven't already liked my channel or subscribed, please do so. It's in the description down below. You can also check out my Patreon. You can check out my my merch store, and of course, you can also follow me on X. All right, let's see what we got on X today. Everyone in Bitcoin is dead. The bear comes back. Oh no, Bitcoin's come back to life and strangling the bear. What, 8 billion to serve. Fries too. Yes, reminding me of the Steak and Shake ads from last year. Bitcoin is pumping. Oh no, Wojak, no. What are you gonna do? The pumpage continues. Time to start Creed posting again. Jeez. Yeah, crypto Twitter is just really happy. That's pretty much all we got. Bitcoin's up $10,000 since Jim Cramer said he's selling all of his Bitcoin because of the AI and quantum and all the scares. Yeah. Yep. That's when he said that. Yep. I remember. Yep. Bitcoin simply, of course. Bitcoin out there. Oh, good morning, bulls. Good morning. Yep. That's how I got out of bed too. There's a lot of bullishness happening on crypto Twitter. No real headlines though. It's all just FOMO. We have Jetpack. How's Jetpack doing? I haven't seen Jetpack in a while. What is Zbeck and Robinhood chain is next? Ooh, if Robinhood got a listing for a Zbeck, that would be pretty explosive for the price of Zbeck. Buy the rumor, sell the news. There's not much really left to sell. Yeah, it would probably be, of course, a good pump for Zbeck, I think. Crypto today. Yeah. Brad Garlinghouse. Wow, what the fuck? Brad, I love you. It's going to $100. Yeah, ridiculous, people. Ridiculous. Market cap matters. Bitcoin will pump. Let it be. Let it be. That's just a lot of hopium. Crypto bros winning their first battle in 6-month war against the S&P 500. Yeah, that's how I felt yesterday. I'm like, guys, it's a pump for ants. And it continues, though. It continues. The Chinese are now making fun of the U.S. financial situation and massive $40,000 trillion in debt. Nice, nice. I love it.
Put it on the card. Everybody takes it. What? I haven't even hit the limit.
There's a payment due, and the interest is piling up.
There is no limit with our U.S. debt.
Quite a situation here.
Easy. Hello? It's me again. Fancy another round
of investment?
Of investment? It's risk-free. For me. See?
Wait, you just borrowed new money to pay the old bill?
We call that refinancing.
How are you still getting loans? Shouldn't your financial situation have gotten you blacklisted by now?
It's funny, China's doing this, but honestly, China's not in a great situation either with their debt. I mean, if we take a look at the world debt clocks, China's still number 2 with $21 trillion in national debts. But they are dumping ours. They are dumping ours, and ours continues to grow. And we're still twice as high as, of course, China. And their economy is bigger than us. And yeah, all the things, all the things. All right, all right. When you tried to get rich with crypto, what are you doing?
We tried, right?
I tried.
We did our best. That's all that matters.
I did my best. We tried.
Maybe next year we'll come back and try again.
Next year. I'll come back and I'll try it next year.
Yeah. That's us in crypto. Yeah. I tried. Maybe next cycle. Justin Standard Chartered Bank predicts Bitcoin will hit $100,000 by the end of the year. We of course covered that yesterday. That's the first real headline we had, and it's just old news. 1.14 billion in shorts just got absolutely wrecked in the last 90 minutes as of yesterday, on the start of yesterday. Bitcoin pumping again. Manager, why were you late? Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. That's, of course, returning from yesterday as well. Good morning, Bears. All the Bears getting slapped this morning.
You can't just...
Slapping? Oh, are you all right?
Stop it. Stop with that 47K talk. Yeah. Speaking of which, guys, yes, the 47K Bears are wrong. 70% now of you guys in the chat. 23 votes, guys. Damn. Calling, of course, 70K, 47K are wrong, the Bears. And the bottom is in on Bitcoin. Damn. A lot of bullishness today, guys. A lot of bullishness. I'm still not convinced, though. CZ's jealous that the Trump is ignoring Binance. Hyperliquid? Huge. Kramer said he was going to sell his Bitcoin August 2nd. And 2 weeks later, Bitcoin goes to the moon. 100K soon, according to, not Citibank, Standard Charter. Anything else? That's it. I think that's it. Let me dip, bro. Sailor's just holding it up. BlackRock's up there. Yeah. All right. Crypto people seeing any human being after the first pump in a year. Spider-Man 3 reference. Yeah. Yep. All right. I think that's pretty much it, guys. It's a pretty good day. Pretty good day again in crypto land. All right, just remember, we can taketh away as easy as we giveth. These moves are kind of normal in crypto. We just haven't seen them in a minute. This has actually only been kind of split, a Super Bowl like scenario. Again, $10,000 candles. We had about 5,000 in the last 2 days straight, right? So 5-6K. Bitcoin's up about 12K since we started the month. All right, let's go. I think that's it, guys. I think we pretty much ran out of news. Let me catch up with you guys in the chat one more time. Checking back with Doomberg, making sure nothing else is breaking. We already confirmed that with X. Nothing else is really
when we think
new.
about where yields go. Do you think the dollar, do you worry about the dollar weakness and all?
I love the Doom this morning about the dollar. Do you guys worry about the dollar? I don't hold them much of it. It's all in crypto. I don't give a shit about the dollar. All right, let's see what's going on. China paying off some crazy USA AAA or AA plus rating, says Cliff. Oh, yeah, they're playing. I got a tandem bike. I'll sell you. Kind of hard to ship, though, says Easy. Looks like Easy wants a unicycle. What? You want a unicycle? Strawberry Dragons in the morning. How you doing? Of course, our favorite flavor of dragons, strawberry, particular moon pig. But not Moon Boy. Blockchain Menace says, what's the Moon Boy math on the hype? Ooh, on the hype. A lot of hype going on with hype. Hype really hasn't had a significant pullback either since launch. Let's take a look at hype. I wonder if it's still doing the same. I was hoping for a build of a bag. I bought a few just to keep track of it, but we never really got a huge enough pullback. I don't think I have it on the chart anymore. Let's jump back into hype before we do head out for the day. I have an appointment at 12, guys. You know what that means. Probably going to see more pumpage later, as usually it does on my appointments do occur. All right, looks hype spot on BitGet. Let's do Coinbase US dollar. Sure, on hype. Damn, yep. See, never had a significant pullback. Still just keeping the trend line going. I want to see pain. I circled it last time. I want to see pain. Let's go back down here. Retest some of these lows. How about $45 on hype? Not after yesterday's mention. No. No. We're just coming back to America the big way. Says Trump yesterday on the hype train. Continuing, guys, on the hype train. Potential on hype. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of centralized exchanges, guys. You guys know that. I have a decentralized exchange in my portfolio. Just not a big fan of centralized exchanges. So a lot of those coins obviously can be changed or altered at any time. We just saw the most recent one happen with Crow. They had that partnership with Truth Social, Trump's company, at the beginning of, I would say the middle of the end of last year. And that completely fell through just a few weeks ago. And now Crow's scrambling to find something relevant for the course itself and the rest of the other myths of coins when it comes to crypto exchanges. They can of course produce an incentive to hold or a decentive to hold their asset. Binance is a good example of that because they continue to stay in the top 10 because they continue to make use of their coin. So it could be a blessing or a curse holding some of these assets from these exchanges. They go belly up, you're done, right? Like the FTT token with FTX. A lot of those coins, guys, I just don't touch. Uniswap's different story, though. I don't have much exposure to DeFi in my portfolio, and other than Bitcoin being the biggest one, of course. But yeah, I think these centralized exchanges are going to get a little bit more interest in the future, and I think Uniswap being the biggest one, also playing into an Ethereum play as well, is going to do well. So I capitulated on that and got some exposure to decentralized exchanges. There's plenty of decentralized exchanges you can look into. Jupiter's another big one on Solana, etc., etc. I just don't like the centralized exchanges, the big ones. Too centralized for me. All right, let's get back here in the chat. Anything else going on here? Try that first. Talkspace.com says easy. What do you got? What is this? Research-backed therapy covered by insurance? If you guys need any help right now, Easy sent you a link in the chat. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Beautiful number to wake up to in the morning, though. I do love that number. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much everything. We've exhausted the news again today. We've got Jake and the Snake also out here with a short before we do head out. It's about that time, guys. It's about that time. How you doing, Jake, this morning?
I have a hug.
I know you.
No.
I know you want your crown back, Jake, but you got to see some sort of
forget it. Pronto.
The king needs his strength, and the king has lost all respect in the community out of nowhere. Oh, jeez. After the last rippage. And we see a dump down to 55k, you shall receive your crown back, good sir. Oh, jeez. I just don't think we're going to see it. All right. We'll see. 55k still possibly could still occur. One more pullback, one more shake of the lows, one more sweep of the lows before the end of the year. It's possible, Jake. Every snake has its day. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Anyway, guys, I will see you all later. Have a great day. And remember, I have an appointment today, so more than likely, simulation is going to, of course, see another rippage here soon. Have a good one day, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't hold all the dog, frog, and cat coins into the next run. I'll see you all again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Take it easy.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a monshot. Let me see what freedom's like without money and no funds. In other words, hold my key. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Do my world is more wrong and let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shop in the door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Will the real King of Ohio please stand? Will the real King of Ohio please stand up? Don Polio, the King of Ohio. It looks like your crown, not only your crown has been contested, but also the throne. Oh, jeez, Jake. It's fine. I know you were calling for up in the next month or two, and down. You're calling for down in October. It's still yet to be seen. 55K in October for Jake the Snake. We'll see if you can earn your crown back. I'll see you all guys again later. Stay safe, guys. Peace.
Watch the cash burn, lead fade. A new world rises. We've made the trade. The robots are rising, and he's taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bang.